I always thought my family was close. Loud, messy, but full of love. That's what I told myself anyway. Until the day I opened Instagram and saw 34 familiar faces beaming around my cousin Emma at her bridal shower. Pink decorations, champagne glasses, and a caption that read, "So lucky to be surrounded by my favorite people." And not one text, call, or invite for me. Everyone was there. Everyone but me. When I asked my mom why I hadn't been invited, she looked uncomfortable, stirring her coffee like it held the answer. "Sweetheart," she said finally, "Emma just doesn't want any drama. You know how people talk after your breakup. She's worried you might draw attention." I blinked. Draw attention? How? "She just wants the focus on her, honey. You tend to outshine people sometimes without meaning to." That's when it hit me. Emma wasn't scared I'd ruin her wedding. She was scared I'd look better at it. It's ridiculous, but she's always been that way. Growing up, if I wore a new dress, she'd find a way to accidentally spill something on it. If I got complimented at family gatherings, she'd roll her eyes and whisper to her friends. I never took it seriously until she froze me out of her wedding entirely. But here's where karma and a little timing got interesting. A few weeks later, I ran into Ethan, the groom's younger brother, at a coffee shop in downtown Boston. He used to be the quiet, nerdy one at family barbecues, always fixing someone's Wi-Fi or hiding behind a book. But wow, he'd grown up. Tall, confident, sharp suit, and that boyish grin I'd somehow never noticed before. We talked for hours that day. Then he started texting, then calling, then flirting hard. One night he told me, "I always had the biggest crush on you, since I was 15. I laughed it off, but my heart wasn't joking. 2 weeks before the wedding, he said it. "Come with me as my plus one." I hesitated, but he assured me, "The bride and groom know. I told my brother already." So I said yes. The wedding day arrived, a crisp September afternoon at the gardens at Willow Creek. The venue looked like something out of a movie. Chandeliers, roses everywhere, a string quartet playing Can't Help Falling in Love. I wore a long emerald silk gown, nothing flashy, but it clung in all the right places. My hair fell loose over my shoulders. And the moment I stepped out of the car beside Ethan, conversations stopped. I swear, even the photographer paused mid-shot. Emma's smile froze when she saw me. Her eyes darted between me and Ethan, who proudly held my hand. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just there, looking decent, breathing air, existing. But apparently, my existence was enough to set off fireworks. Halfway through cocktail hour, I overheard Emma hissing at her new husband, "Why did you let her come?" He blinked, confused. "What are you talking about?" "Ethan said he was bringing someone. I didn't know it was her." Oh, but everyone knew now. The tension at that reception could have cut glass. Some guests whispered that I looked like I could have been the bride. Not my words, overheard at the bar. Others whispered that Emma looked like she wanted to throw her bouquet at my face. Things really went downhill when she tried to make a speech and instead snapped, "Some people just can't stand to let others have their moment," before storming off in tears. The DJ awkwardly faded the music back in, and Ethan leaned over to me and whispered, "Told you she'd lose it." Later, as we slow danced under the fairy lights, I realized something. I didn't feel guilty at all. I hadn't crashed her wedding. I'd simply shown up where I was welcome. And the man whose hands I was holding, yeah, he wasn't just a rebound. We've been seeing each other ever since. Turns out the nerdy little brother grew into the kind of man who sees right through the family drama and chooses peace over pettiness. Emma still won't speak to me. My mom says she just needs time. Maybe she does. All I know is I didn't ruin her day. Her jealousy did. And maybe, just maybe, I walked into that wedding uninvited and walked out with something better than their approval, someone who actually saw me. So tell me, was I wrong for saying yes to Ethan, or was that the sweetest revenge of all?